Now Jarrett going by Spencer down on the inside.
Jarrett leading the inside drafting line, and he'll fall in now to second position behind Dale Earnhardt.
He had dropped back to about 15th position in that shuffling there at the beginning.
Mark Martin looks like his left front caught the apron as he went in the corner.
Wow.
The car bobbled for just a second, but Mark did a great job in saving it.
Thank goodness for these high banks.
Yeah. Wallace is now back in a battle with Gary Cope for 5th position after having led for quite a while. Now here's an on-track interval laps 30 through 34. This is how they closed up on Rusty Wallace. Dale Jarrett decreased it from a 2.2 second interval down to a 0.4, and of course then they went around.
Now we got the Dale and Dale show. Very similar to the Daytona 500.
Yeah, that's right. Shades of Daytona right here. Earnhardt and Jarrett, Dale and Dale.
A couple other main characters in the play are missing. Jeff Gordon, Jeff Bodine, a couple of Jeffs. Jerry Cope now's hung on the inside, and Sterling Marlin, they caught that group now.
Second group of cars have caught up. That's Cope on the inside of Joe Ruttman.
And once again, the Country Time Ford 68 is being driven this week by Greg Sachs.
Up front, it is Dale Earnhardt once again. Dale Jarrett running second, and Jimmy Spencer, Mark Martin, and Rusty Wallace. 38 out of 188 laps have been completed, and King Richard Petty has to be pleased with the performance turned in by his driver.
Does Jeff something else to say?
Driver. No, I wanted to say driver.
By his driver?
Yes, Rick Wilson.
He counted too fast, didn't he?
What I'm going to do is come back and say Rick Wilson.
That's it.
Want me to do that?
That'd be great, yeah.
Okay. All righty. Boy, the interval is going to be pretty tight, isn't it? Boom, 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 boom.
1, 2, 3,
You don't
4.
have to do that anymore. They do that.
I guess not.
Thank you.
Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama, and in 2 weeks a completely different scenario also, as we'll go to the road course at Sonoma, California, Sears Point International Raceway in the Safe Mart Supermarkets 300, where the defending champion is Ernie Irvan. That's 2 weeks, May the 16th, here on ESPN. And here's the interval leaderboard. Dale Jarrett is second, about 0.08 of a second behind the leader Earnhardt. Spencer is third, 0.23 of a second behind. Then Mark Martin and Rusty Wallace, and that's how close it is, a half second separating first from fifth.
I tell you what, we've talked about pit stops all year long, and if it keeps going this way, it looks like that pit stops drafting are definitely going to be the story today. Rusty Wallace has proven time and again this year that his crew is very, very good. Now, can they do it again? Here comes Greg Sachs on the inside. He's making a move.
I remember a couple of years ago, Greg Sachs had a great run here at Talladega.
Well, he won the Firecracker 400 in Daytona in 1984 in a car that was just kind of put together at the last moment. I kind of like this situation. Not that the car was put together just out of the pile of junk, but the car's been around all year, but it's the first time in the car.
And this is how he has moved up to 8th position after starting 22nd. Fell to 24th, then up to 22nd again, and now is running in 8th position. John, impressive for Greg Sachs.
Yes, it sure is, Bob. I was signing in, getting my garage pass early Friday morning. Greg came up, tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Hey, man, I'm in a ride for this weekend. It's so great to be back." I said, "Well, how many rides are you going to have in that car?" He said, "This is a one-shot deal." But I look to be very impressive on Sunday afternoon. And if I have a good race, come home, finish the race, top 5, top 10, who knows, anything is possible.
Got a good one going so far.
And Bobby Hamilton, who was the driver of that car, has some things going. I think we'll see Bobby back before too long. He definitely will be running some Busch Series events with Country Time continuing to sponsor him in the Busch Series.
Did you see Sachs dive to the inside? Now, he has no help at all.
Yeah.
If Mark Martin would move over and help him out a little bit, he might could go to the front.
He's running right beside Rusty at the moment.
But if you don't, somebody help him, then he might go back toward the back.
Yeah.
Here comes Sterling Marlin up right behind him, along with Ernie Irvan. And the speed has fallen off just a little bit, but is still above the pole speed. 193.10 last lap.
Well, since there hasn't been a caution flag yet, evidently, the first 30-some laps of the race, we've run the first 30 laps faster than they qualified, right?
Pit stops have been so important this year, all year long, in determining where a car goes back out on the racetrack. We anticipate pit stops in about 4 laps, and therefore we're going to take a break here during on-track action so that we can cover the pit stops uninterrupted.
By the way, that pit stuff sounds great. Don't you think?
Okay.
Is that Kenny Wallace on the inside?
Okay. Who's counting? Okay. Okay. Right. From the Family Channel blimp high above Talladega Superspeedway, this is live coverage of the Winston 500. Family Channel blimp measuring 132 feet in length, 44 feet in height, and 37 feet in width. Weighs almost 3,000 pounds, can reach a top speed of 56 miles an hour. And it's in its 5th month of its 93 cross-country tour. And we welcome the Family Channel blimp to our race coverage once again. Well, here's how things stand. Oh, here's Earnhardt slowing off of the 4th corner banking. And he is coming in along with Jimmy Spencer and Mark Martin. Now, you've got to have a dance partner to pit because you got to come out with somebody and draft a look how most everybody's deciding to come in.
No one wants to be away from Dale Earnhardt. They all want to follow that black 3.
Here's John Kernan and Wally Dallenbach's pit.
Bob, under green flag, we were looking at 2 tire changes. Right sides for Wally Dallenbach. Gets a cool drink. The gasoline will go in. Right sides only for Wally Dallenbach. Let's go down to Earnhardt's pit. Sherry Punch.
And right side tires already on the Goodrich Chevrolet. The world is pitting down here. Earnhardt tries to lead. Only 2 tires. Mark Martin is likewise out of the pits. Here's the car number 4. Bernie Urban out. Michael Waltrip going by. Sterling Marlin. Bill Elliott. Everybody is back down on pit road. And most of them, as we would expect, would take only 2 right side tires in a green flag stop.